everyone, it's Ashley Anderson here from Try Nutrition, and I wanted to take this time to talk a bit about organizing our kitchens for success. I had been trying to manipulate my diet for quite some time now. I guess since 20 years ago when I first started having Crohn's symptoms. I know that diet isn't a cure, but I know that finding the right foods that agree with me can have an impact on my disease symptoms. And I have discovered that over the years. And I've met other people that through just tweaking their diet, they've been able to put their Crohn's in remission, which is fantastic. And so what I'd like to talk about though is once I got to that point where after I did an elimination diet and I found out what foods didn't work for me, I then had to figure out how I was going to arrange my kitchen so that I could set myself up for success. And let me tell you that many times I did not succeed, and I was crying to my boyfriend or to my mom when I was younger, and just getting really frustrated that I wasn't eating the foods that I knew were what my body could tolerate, and I was eating foods that because I failed to plan, or last minute and I was hungry. I ate foods that I knew didn't agree with me. And so what I've learned over the years is, first of all, not beating myself up for those times where I end up eating a food at a family get-together or an outing, or I'm on the road and a meal that I packed went bad, so I have no choice but to kind of eat something on the road, and I choose something that my body can't handle, that I know it can't handle. I guess where I'm going with this is that if you set up your kitchen for success, if you design it in such a way that A, you enjoy being there, and B, you know where everything is, and C, you've kind of got like what I did over there. I lined up a whole bunch of my spices in little jars. That kind of made it fun for me to kind of just play around with spicing up foods that I'd be making from scratch, and that gave me encouragement to kind of try new recipes and not get discouraged with trying to find new recipes that I actually liked. And I think as soon as I set up my kitchen so that I knew where everything was, and I had counter space, I had to clean off this area over here to get more counter space for when I would be chopping vegetables and stuff like that, and it would make it more enjoyable. I know what you're probably thinking, what is all of that up there? Those are sticky notes, and I reuse them for both Mark and I for our meals, and they're each numbered, and they have little inspirational notes on them, or little love notes that I wrote to Mark, which I'm sorry for embarrassing you at work with those. But they help with the meal prep. So usually on a Sunday, I like to take the full day to go shopping, pick up all my stuff. Earlier in the week, I will have jotted down on like a little piece of paper or something. This is just a little sticky note, just foods and stuff that I need or that we ran out of, so that when I'm at the store, I don't forget. And I know it sounds, small, and of course everybody does this, but everybody doesn't do this, and it can create a lot of stress when you don't have the right stuff and then it can kind of snowball into, okay, well, I'm just going to go grab something quick. So writing things down during the week can help, or you can pop it in your phone. Then, so back to Sundays. So I usually go shopping. Then I do a huge amount of batch cooking. So I'll take, cook like 20 chicken breasts and 10 halibut fishes, and I'll do a full crock pot over here, 6 quarts of beef something, and what else do I do? For Mark, I'll do like an egg white casserole kind of thing, that's got servings for 7 days. And what all this does is, I only have to do dishes once, one day, and then I can also pack all my meals for the rest of the week. And if I have leftovers, I can freeze them for the next week, the following week. And during the week when I'm working and I'm tired and I really just want to spend time with my family or with Mark, some quality time, then I do have that quality time. I'm not in the kitchen cooking and prepping meals. So to take that Sunday, and usually it's only about a half of a day to whip things up. I've gotten a little bit better. In the beginning, it definitely took me, it was like an 8-hour job, but the more I did it, the faster it got. And so yeah, I use these sticky notes to meal to number all of our meals. And Mark and I usually eat 5 to 6 meals per day. And so the fridge is just stocked. I've got the top shelf, he's got the bottom shelf, and it's just in rows of meal 1, meal 2, meal 3, and then each day we'll just pack our lunch bags and coolers and cooler bags, and then we're all set. So it's great, and it's great too because even this weekend we're going to visit his family in Windsor, which is about 4-hour drive from Mississauga. So it's great that we can just grab those meals and take it with us, and we do have the cooler packs to make sure that everything stays fresh. So I just wanted to kind of give some tips of what has worked for me for staying on track. And I think meal prep and planning ahead of time and making sure the kitchen feels comfortable for me to be in is an important thing. Oh, and one other thing I love to do is I love to blare my favorite music. And currently Songza is one of my favorites because there's no commercials. And when I'm playing music while I'm cooking, it feels enjoyable. So if you can find a way to make cooking from scratch enjoyable and be easy on yourself if you're just starting out with learning how to cook, you can do it and just stay positive and see if you can get your partner involved too. It can be fun. And I guess one last thing, I like to post things up. So these 2 things are Mark and I's meal plans. So I kind of planned it out ahead of time. And each meal, there's different options. So a different option for meat, different option for carbohydrate source, different option for a fat source. And so that way I kind of have a general idea of when I'm shopping, just how much of everything to get. And then that stuff over there is just some articles that Mark wrote that I thought were really great, and I just thought I would post it up and just remind him how great he is. Okay, well, enough with that kind of stuff. If you have any questions or if you have any great tips, I would love to learn. I'm still in the learning curve of getting better acquainted with my kitchen. And if you have advice, I mean, I'm working with kind of a small space. We're in a town condo, and this is our little kitchen, and sometimes I feel like there's not a lot of storage, but if you have some ideas, then shoot them our way. Okay. Have a great day, guys.